Okay, and I think we are live once again. So, welcome everyone to another stream. And today we have something different. We don't have Title Tuesday, but we still have a competitive event, which is going to be a speed chess match against my dear teammate Schellingford 92, aka Lukas Winterberg from Germany, my Bundesliga teammate. And we're gonna have three formats. Gonna have 5+1, 3+1, and 1+1. That's gonna remind you of a real speed chess match, except that the game quality will be much worse. And now, considering that we're not playing Title Tuesday, we will be playing some different openings. So, and there is no emote only chat, which is also great. All right. And hello there, Andrzej88. Of course, that eating cheese and drinking tea would be better before bedtime, but clearly watching me you're gonna miss. If you don't watch me, you're gonna miss some very sharp openings and stuff today. So we already have the challenge, and we're gonna accept it. It's 5+1. Okay, and now I need to do one more thing before we start. I need to do this. No, but wait, I need to do that only when the game starts. Sorry about that. Then the timer starts and we'll play. Hello there, Luktila. Yeah, I'm a grandmaster. My opponent is an international master. And we're gonna play a speed chess match. Okay, I guess we're gonna start exactly at 4 p.m. as planned. And then I'm gonna activate the timer. And we're off. No, I'm not famous. And there is not a blog on me on Lichess. There was, though. How much money do you have to pay to get the GM icon? First, you have to get it in FIDE. First, you have to become a grandmaster in real life. Only then you can. Only then Chess.com will admit you. Okay, so now we actually do this, and I would like the confirmation again that everything is fine, that you can see me, hear me, that everything looks normal. So put it somewhere here, I suppose. And that looks more or less fine. Let's go. So d4 knight f6. I'm gonna play some sharp openings, some unorthodox stuff you won't see on Title Tuesday. You're gonna see everything today. We're gonna play all kinds of Dutch, moderns, Ben-Onis. That one I could play now. 2 knight tangos, and everything else the chat wants. What is FIDE? It's spelled FIDE, FIDE, and that's the world governing chess organization. Same as you have FIFA in football, and so on. Why is Schelling not moving? Oh, okay, let's add him the time which he spent. So that there wouldn't be any nonsense. Talking of nonsense, let's play a Ben-Oni. Let's play a Ben-Oni. It's been a long time. It's been 3 years since my the week of Ben-Oni was streamed live on Twitch, but you can still find it somewhere in my Twitch, where I played for 7 consecutive days only Ben-Oni in Blitz games and had to stream it every day. And then I'll run it quite well, but the opening itself is not so good. He's thinking about which line to use. Seems good. Yeah, thank you, Andrzej. Hi, Subject 18. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing great. And by the way, you can immediately Okay, let's go a6, trying to go a4, bishop g4. This line I really like. When they allow this, I'm usually really happy because it gets rid of the bishop. Then I follow up with knight b7, bishop g7, castles, knight a8, knight c7, b5, and so on. I have some very nice blitz games in this. Like I beat Fedosiev. It was h3. I can't say I'm too familiar with this line, but we're gonna do what we would usually do. Knight bd7, queen e7, knight e5, bishop here, castles, and then everything else, which we would do anyway. If only there was a course on the Ben-Oni, well, you would have to seek out our past VIP Mircea the Best, aka Grandmaster Mircea Emilian Parligas from Romania, who wrote a chessable course on it. And I never made a chessable course on the Ben-Oni. I only made it on the King's Indian Defense. Okay, I'm not sure. Like castles is of course a normal move, but I can possibly include queen e7 to hit the pawn first. But I don't think it gives me too much. All right, so now we can play rook e8. Very normal, since after some bishop d3 it's also possible to go here. And I can also play this long plan, which I said 98, 97, but then maybe he can do something like quick f4. So let's change the plan a bit, considering he also hasn't played bishop f4. Okay, goes queen c2. Let's see. Also one of the plans, and the one which I'm going to use now, is rook to c8, then c4, knight c5. Trying to go to either d3 or b3. Another plan would of course be rook b8 and all the normal stuff. But now when the queen is here, somehow this is attractive. Okay. Now I don't have... Today, unlike most of my other streams, emote-only chat is not a necessity as it's not a prize event. So you can ask me questions, you can ask for openings which you want to be played by me, and so on. Okay, goes bishop f4. Knight e5 is of course one move I can play. Another would be queen e7 to attack the e4 pawn. Also kind of makes sense. c4 is not good now. Here I suppose he'll go bishop h2 trying to go f4. Then I would probably have to push c4, f4, knight d3. I mean, I kind of like how that looks. Bishop d3, cd, queen takes, queen b6, check. I mean, I get quite a lot of counterplay. With queen e7, I'm not sure what happens with rook e1. Maybe I didn't achieve anything. Okay, let's go knight e5. You can also take, go f4, rook e8, but I don't think, like, without this bishop, his dark squares are going to be quite weak. I'm also going to be explaining a bit more today. It's not that I'm not playing competitively, but a bit more instructive it should be today than usually. There are also ideas in the Ben-Oni like knight h5, queen h4. However, that's really hard to get when the bishop is attacking the h5 square. Maybe I should have gone queen e7, rook e1, and then not knight e5, but c4, knight c5. That was a possible plan. But as I said, I kind of like this stuff with queen b6 and the fast breakthrough. Lukas is thinking for quite a long time now. He's down by a minute and a half. Okay, goes bishop g3, so very similar idea to what I mentioned. So I'm expecting the move f4 to be played, and I cannot go queen b6 because of bishop f2, but okay, he does complete something completely different. It was a5. Now I can go b5, a b, queen b, which looks at least decent. I can also go knight d7, trying to go knight c5, knight d3. f4 seems like to be the only move. Knight d3, take, take, take. Knight c5. Queen somewhere, then I take bishop c3, then I take knight e4. That looks good. So let's do that. I'm not sure if b5 was... It was also a very playable move. Maybe it was a better try, but again, this is blitz. So we go here, we go here, then we take c3. That's the line which I said was gonna happen. And yeah, I'm not too worried about giving up this bishop, as this bishop will not be able to attack me, and my knight will nicely control everything in the center. The reason why I'm thinking is that there is another option. There is knight b3. But this central pawn seems too important to miss out on. So I think I have to do this. Take. Knight e4. Now there are some huge threats. I want this, I want this. Knight g3 is not a threat, but still, taking the bishop would be nice. You need to learn what makes a bad bishop. Kinda smacked as I'm an old Indian feather player where white square bishop is stuck for a while. Okay, but a bad bishop is usually the one which hits its own pawn structure. If there is some pawn structure like this, then the bishop on c1 is bad. And the one on the fiddler is blocked by black's own pieces, but it's not by itself bad. Okay, so my opponent's idea is after this, because I have here, to go queen d1. Can I exploit it somehow? Knight c4 and then knight e3, but my knight is already nice here. I can go f5. I guess I can also play queen f6, but I have time to think. I can also play, yeah, f5 seems nice to block this, but it weakens my king side a bit. Okay, we have time to think. I can also take and go rook c5, hitting 2 pawns. I can also go rook c5 immediately. F6. Okay, let's play rook c5 first. Rook e1, then I can take. Bishop e1, suppose I take here or take here. Yeah, c4 is an option, but again, I can at least take here and here. And I also might have additional options. I can immediately take a5, but I think maybe it's not time to cash in just yet. Okay, let's not get into time trouble. That's the only way I can lose this game. Takes, takes. If takes, takes, takes rook e1, then I'll play f5. That I saw. And then there I think my knight just holds everything together. And he cannot really... If the bishop was on d4, then it would be a different story. But it's not. Okay, he's trying to activate it. Maybe I should go king f7 now. Looks... Bishop d4 cannot be played just yet. I will repeat. Bishop d4 cannot be played just yet. Okay. Let's go e4. Some sharper stuff. Hey there, always stay humble 11. Hope you're doing great. That was an unfortunate blunder, but I think I would play him in that game. So... Hope you guys learned something about the Ben-Oni. e4, e5. Guys, tell me, do you want the King's Gambit or a normal line? Tell me. I will give you 30 more seconds. King's Gambit or normal knight f3 stuff? The normal King's Gambit. Hi there, Ibarix. Welcome. Bone Cloud? No. No Bone Cloud. At least not until we get to the bullet portion. Hi there, Squirrel. You want knight f3? Scotch, X Moisey, welcome to the stream. I mean, people want. Okay, we're gonna do normal King's Gambit in another game. Now we're gonna do the Scotch stuff as it's asked. But there are so many openings I could try. But I will start King's Gambit both as variation. Why is that? F4 takes and then what? Queen g4, d5 and then something. Is that why you gambit a queen? Yeah. Okay, Scotch. You want Scotch, right? Not Roy Lopez or Italian. You want Scotch. Or 4 knights. Yeah, I suppose Scotch. I suppose you want Scotch, so let's see. Let's see if he goes. He goes for the one with bishop c5. Okay, I'll play the one with knight b3. I'm not sure if that's the one you want, but it's one of the lines. You play knight c3. The idea is to go queen e2, then to follow up with bishop to e3, long castles g3, bishop g2, f4, and so on, and claim that you're bare, which you may be or may not be. Goes bishop e6. That gives me an option with knight d5, which I'm not sure if is any good. Okay, let's play normal, simple stuff. 4 knights. Andres, you want 4 knights? I mean, I will try. If he will play e4, e5, then I will try all of this. The King's Gambit and Scotch and 4 knights. Okay, so long castles is what's always in this system. Oh. There are also some other additional options, but okay, let's just follow the principled plan with long castles. He also long castles. Yeah. I mean, I could take b6. I'm not sure if I want to, but somehow in the future I feel like it might come in handy for this pawn to be here so that I have some knight b5 and queen a4. That's just my long-term thinking. Okay, I can also go queen e3, bishop e2. The only thing I cannot go is f4 now. g3, bishop g2 is normal. But okay, let's go queen e3. Maybe I will play like this. Or maybe I will put the bishop on b5 and play knight d4. Just seems that it leaves me more options than g3. I expect knight f6 to be played quite quickly. Goes knight g7. I suppose he was somewhat afraid of bishop b5. Okay, do I go f3 or f4? f4 they usually follow up with f5, but those structures I was always a big fan of, I have to say. When you have like g3, f4, and here against Scotch, and he has 4 against 3 here. Okay. So the match format is 1 hour of 5+1, then 45 minutes of 3+1, and 30 minutes of 1+1. It's kind of a speed chess match. Also after f5, maybe I would have had e5, but it's less important now. Somehow I think that I'm not sure actually. f5, this gives me a lot, but it also gives up d5 square, which means to me also quite a lot. How to actually develop the pieces here? Where does the bishop belong on? I don't know where, to be perfectly honest. They're hard positions. And usually one needs more time when they're playing their not main repertoire, like I'm doing now. Because they're not so familiar with the structures. It's not about excuses, it's just that. Like maybe I'm allowing d5, but I thought bishop g2 I should still be somewhat bare, or bishop b5. as d4 is still covered. Goes f5. There, I think I should just follow with bishop g2 and my old plan of taking and rook h2 e1. He can go d5 now too, technically, but then I think I just... Actually, wait, d5? If takes, knight takes... Gets a tempo... No, but that's covered too many times. Sorry, I'm just not in a great shape, it seems. I'm gonna try to change that. Let's go rook e1, normal move. They probably want to play knight d4, because this knight is my worst placed piece. It cannot go anywhere, it just protects a bit. But if I would be able to exchange it for this knight, then it should be nice. For example, if takes knight c6, I would go queen a4, and then this bishop would also attack the knight, and knight b5 would be there in the future. Bishop a2, I don't think it works because of b3, same the normal Bobby Fischer trap. Goes bishop d7, that is a viable option, but now at least my knight is better than it was. So one option is to take, but I probably don't want that, at least not yet. Let's just play queen d3. No, wait, that was a bad move. That was a bad move. I didn't see that after knight b4 this is hanging. Okay, what he's doing is what I kind of expected, and I thought my bishop here is quite strong. But yeah, I completely missed the other possibility. Now I could go knight b5. This is dangerous, but I'm gonna do it. I also know that Schelling is not a positional player. The Schelling is a positional player, not a tactical one. So there are all kinds of possibilities arising now. Let's see how he deals with them. So yeah, this would be a threat in a way that queen d6 comes, and queen d6 would be a threat that it forks everything in the end. I also have one more challenge. I'm not sure if it's from one of the viewers, but I cannot play it right now when I'm playing a match. Yeah, bishop f5 looks natural, I suppose. And he does it. And now I need to be clever. Okay, for a start I will take, I think, or not. Wait, I need a useful move. King b1 maybe. Okay, let's play king b1. Just a useful move so that this never hangs. If takes, maybe I will take with the rook and go here. It's also a possibility. Like Magnus Carlsen, who enjoys rook lifts all the time, I could also do one rook lift of my own. What is nice, Sanjay? Yeah, goes d5, I expected that, so now we take. He takes, but now at least it seemed to me that he weakened a bit his king side. Maybe not. Or did I just blunder? Forgot that this hangs. Okay, this is not good. I completely forgot that this is hanging. g4, there is queen c5. They don't have anything. Don't play like this, chat. I don't have anything. I cannot defend my piece. That's very sad. Okay, next time when somebody asks me to play the Scotch, I will say no. Now, of course, it's all my fault. I should see one move tactics. He could have taken them. Trying to swindle him. And he's trying to flag me. He panicked. I just need to be careful not to flag now. I suspect that the match will be full of these time scrambles. I think now we win finally. Get rid of the queens. Okay, that's horrible. I think he is starting to get tilted now. Yeah, the tactic was nice until I blundered the move. I'm piece in one move. Sorry, just I will be back. Okay. He has always been trolling me about how I'm swindling things in Title Tuesdays, so let him taste the swindling. Well, I really deserve to lose that one. Okay, let's play the Dutch. Which one? Perhaps the Leningrad. Probably the worst one. Because knight bd2. Can't say I'm familiar with that move, but I'll follow up with queen e8, e5. Okay, go through q1. So e5, I suspect he will take, and go e4. Go knight c6. It doesn't look all that bad. I'll put the knight on c6. And if he goes here immediately, then I think I take twice and then go bishop f5 and knight c6. They got a quick development. So it feels okay-ish. I wonder how lost I was in that previous game. We could check it for a bit or not. Am I lagging perhaps? Okay, it doesn't matter. We'll analyze later. Okay, this is what I expected. I fought knight c6 and then take. This is covered. But is it actually covered? 95, 95 f4. So knight g4. Who knows what's going on there? Maybe we need to hit in a safer way. Maybe just take. F4 is also interesting because usually it wouldn't be good, but now this knight is here and now in c3, so it's a bit less dangerous. Okay. There's a decent bottom chess.com that always plays the Dutch. I didn't program it. I really don't like this opening for black, but what to do? At least you get shot. At least they don't know it or expect it when you play it. I think our report lost, or I don't know if he lost, but he played it against Sharana yesterday on the Grand Swiss. Knight e6, e5, bishop f5 can also be played, but also not that convinced. 94, 94, fe, knight g5, I think we're transposing to some theory. I want to exploit the knight being on d2, honestly. Okay, how about we sacrifice stuff positionally? What do you think about that, chat? here, I'm gonna go knight h5. Fe, I'm gonna go knight c6. They'll just claim that my pieces are coming for his king, and that this knight here is very stupid, and if it was on c3, then it would be way better. But when it's here, I don't think it's that great. I didn't want to go knight f4 yet because of knight f1, even though it was also very possible. No, it was actually very... Maybe I should have done that. Like knight f4. Yeah, I should have gone knight f4, I think. Knight f1, there was takes and bishop g4, e5. Actually, who knows? Let's just focus. So bishop g4, h3, take, take on e5. I don't know, things are opening up. Bishop g4 I can include, of course, also rook d8, which I probably want. Knight e5 first also makes a lot of sense, but okay, let's go bishop g4. h3, I think I'm gonna include this. And then I don't know what he's going to do with his queen. It looks very scary, actually. I did lag. Yeah, I hope it won't happen again, but it's not up to me. It's not like my problem. It's the internet provider problem. What can I do? The stream is still going on. At least I hope it is. You can confirm it. So you can play move like 93, but again go rook d8. And it seems that the quick development is gonna be fine. I still think knight f4 was better to immediately attack the bishop on g2, but this should be fine too. I just need to check something regarding the stream. Okay. My opponent is also streaming, of course. I mean, not of course, but he is streaming. Okay, first of all, now I can take on f3, take d2 and take here, which I intended. But maybe I also have something stronger. Okay, let's take for a start. Now, there is knight e5 too, and after bishop h5, just gh, and then we're threatening this with devastating consequences. This is, of course, a lazy move. But I can take, and go knight e5, and wherever the queen goes, I can take here. That looks like the easiest stuff. I will show you now. He goes here, takes, I have knight f3. Wherever he goes, I will take, and in the end I will have knight f3. Maybe there were better options, but this one seems straightforward and winning. And when we see something straightforward and winning, we should go for it. In tournament games also. You don't need to be a perfectionist if you're winning already. I'm expecting him to go something like queen h3 or I don't know, and then we will take d2, and he will go rook d1 probably. But still, his king is weak, and I have two pieces for rook and a pawn. It looks extremely good. There might be something stronger even, but... Okay, he goes there. I did not expect him to put the queen on g2. Seems like it doesn't do much here. Here it would be at least threatening some stuff. Okay, now I think I should start collecting the pawns. Unless I have something stronger. If I go here, there is check. Seems quite good. I mean, everything seems quite good, honestly. Okay, let's just take the pawn. I mean, this rook on the second rank is quite powerful, I think. He cannot go f4. My knight will come to f4, and then probably I will support it with some of these moves. Okay. So now I think we should start attacking stuff. Knight f4 and knight d3. Queen g5? Okay, now he is like trying to get all tactical, and the rook h2 doesn't work. That's the problem, because my queen hangs in the end with a check. Okay, I can always go here clearly, but knight d3 is also fine, I think. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, knight f3 is stupid, but knight d3 seems the most normal one. I stop his idea. Also, an important point is, of course, that there is takes. Or is there? Wait, maybe I blundered stuff. That wouldn't be good. There is knight g2, which I didn't see. Why did I do that? And here he has the stupid knight queen d5 check. Okay, I have to keep playing quickly. Wait, where should I go? Queen f3 or queen f2? Queen f2, I think. No, queen f3. I'm just a bit blind because I forgot that this is pinned. Unbelievable. I'm playing really, really badly this match. Maybe it's due to the openings. I'm just trying to look for excuses. Okay. What to play against the French? Let's play one of my old favorites, b3, taught me by... Doesn't matter who taught it to me. Let's go queen d2. And this leads us to non-standard positions. Kind of a King's Indian positions, but not really. If he goes d4, then we go f4, knight f3, queen f2, and develop the bishop somewhere, try to attack. If he takes, then we play knight c3 and take. If he goes knight f6, then I don't know actually what then. Well, we will do our best. Okay, so if takes, knight takes, knight c3, that looks relatively normal. e5 also looks decent, knight d7. But then in that line I usually go queen g4 immediately. My queen on e2 would need to waste one more. Okay, let's take. I'm expecting knight takes. I will play knight to c3, trying to go for a quick development. Knight f4 I'm not afraid of, I just go queen f3. If takes, I have two options. This is also very interesting. Okay, goes just knight c6. I will go knight f3, not to allow knight d4. I'm not too afraid of knight b4, long castles, knight c3, dc, knight a2. I just go king here. He has to finish his development first, as he is trying to do now. I think the long castle. I mean, it's not the only move I can play. I can play g3, bishop g2, and keep it positional. It also gives me an advantage. He'll go bishop d6 and e5. If long castles, what's his move? Probably bishop e7, d4. I mean, both moves look decent, but okay. Now I think this is better. I'll keep it positional. I usually don't keep things positional, but now I will. Hi there, Krolaura. Why didn't you play bishop f6 after knight f6? That would be here. The problem was that he takes with the queen. I didn't explain it, sorry about that. And if e d5, I know he cannot take here, but he can take my rook. So that's why. Bishop g2. Short castles. Now I mean, I can both short and long castle. But now my setup is not really great for an attack, because if I wanted to attack, I would need the king here and go g4, g5. And not my bishop not on f1. Still I'm tempted to long castle. And follow it up with d4 and knight e5. Long castles a5, d4, a4, knight e5. I mean, okay, let's keep it simple and positional. Playing against this bishop on c8 because e5 now I will take, and he cannot take d2 as this is hanging. I usually do e4, d4, bishop d3 for now against the French. I can try that next game. It's a decent line, but doesn't give us an advantage. 2 b3 and 3 bishop b2 is fun against Sicilian, as most of your level play dragon. Okay, that's a fair point. Then they cannot play the dragon. My opponent has a repertoire of French and e4, e5, so we're not gonna get Sicilians with white. Okay, d4. Now I need to protect stuff, but this was what I wanted to do anyway. So now this is a very nice setup. The only thing I don't want is to activate this bishop. So knight e5 maybe. It looks like the most logical move. Then rook e1, rook d1, maybe knight e4, c4, and play from your space and bare pieces. Can you see the timer? How much does the timer says to your chat? About 5+1 portion. To see if that lag influenced it. Or that disconnect. Okay, maybe you don't see it or you're not active. Doesn't matter. Okay, bishop d7. I mean, his idea could be to take and go bishop b5. And I think I just play. I can take this bishop if I want to, whenever I want. And bishop e8, I'm not too. It doesn't seem all that great. Maybe I allowed bishop b4 though. Didn't occur to me. And it should have, because after knight d5, vd, I again get the structure I don't want. And otherwise, I need to play some silly move like queen to d3, which I don't really want. It's probably still fine, like queen d3 and a3 and get rid of this. Because as long as the structure doesn't change, I should be there. Yeah, 20 minutes, 40 seconds, but yeah, it was... I'm not sure when you wrote that. That's the thing. For me now it says 19 minutes, 12 seconds. Okay, we'll go queen d3. As planned. I don't know if he can play some c5 or something. Okay, rook e8. That I'm not like it is a normal move, but it won't scare me. Let's just say that. Now when he goes bishop f8 or somewhere, then I think I go knight e4. And then I achieved what I wanted. Now I want c4. And I have more space and the bishop here is stupid. Okay, takes. Now we hit h7 and provoke some more weaknesses. I expect g6 has to be played. Even though, after queen f3, what's his move? Queen f3? c4 is clearly the simplest way, and then we take here. Yeah, I don't think we should even think about queen f3 when we can just start collecting stuff. This is defended, so rook b8 will not be a problem. Okay, soften. I mean, I can go knight c6, take. Looks relatively scary. Take, this is hanging, he has to go here, then we just open up everything. And this rook is also, like, it's completely stuck. Can go knight d7 too, maybe that's a better try indeed. I think I go here now. There are some double attacks he needs to be extremely careful about. If e5 I can at least take, but okay, he just resigns. That was a better game, I think. That was a better game, I think. Okay. I expect the 5+1 portion to be going in my favor, and the other portions are not gonna be because he's good in time scrambles and when the clocks go down. So okay, which opening to play against t4 now, chat? We tried the Dutch, we tried the Ben-Oni. What's left? And give me some feedback. Okay, I'm gonna have to start playing them on my own. d4, d5, knight f3. Let's play this. One of the worst lines I have tried. Queen b3, knight c6 is the point, and then like if they take, you go there. I don't know what the main line is. I think it's somewhere with the bishop. I'm not 100% sure. It kind of reminds us to the Rogozin, but definitely a worse version for us. If he does that. Still, the queen on b3 is not that great either. Knight c6 also. But the lines I'm playing on Title Tuesday streams, those have the certificate. Those you can play. You can play at home, chat. The ones I'm playing today don't play at home. Okay, he makes a move which we expected. Bishop g5. Now if I go knight b4, there is rook c1. That's the whole point. And he's threatening to take on f6. So bishop b4 seems to be a logical move. Bishop f6, queen f6, queen d5. I don't believe in because he lacks so much development there. And he can, of course, play a normal move like e3. And then we probably castle and we keep on playing the position. Or we play h6, take, queen d5. But there I may not have enough compensation. So yeah, e3 is the best move, I'm pretty sure. And he plays it. So yeah. We might be facing some problems. If castles, then bishop e2. My d5 pawn is so weak. And making a move like bishop e6 to defend it is definitely not what we want. Okay, we need to be clever now. And clever is something I'm usually not. Castles, bishop e2, h6, bishop f6, queen f6, queen d5. Rook d8, I suppose. Queen b3 back. And I don't see the compensation for me, honestly. And what to do then? I have a feeling I'm gonna burn like 2 more minutes, play a bad move, and lose this game. Can't he take b soften? Not through the bishop. Maybe in some other line when I move the bishop. Okay, this is a really tricky situation. Also a situation I absolutely don't want to be in. That's what you should get for playing such openings. Okay. h6, take, queen d5, and then we're gonna think a bit more. Maybe I'm supposed to play bishop e6 then. The point being he cannot go to b3. So he has to go to e4 or b5, and then maybe I can long castle or something. I really don't believe in all of this, but I can't believe he played that move. But I'm not gonna complain, for sure. I think that now I get in everything I ever wanted. He can of course go bishop b5, but at least I can castle take, and I'm pretty sure I'm not worse with this bishop being here and the knight being controlled. Ah, okay. After queen b3, he can take, and then I go knight b4. And then I'm threatening knight c2. And that's a huge problem because it's a fork and he cannot really defend it. So that's why he didn't do it. Okay, bishop b5 happens. I can also play here, but no. Let's just keep it as simple as possible. If takes, I can include this with a check. Also, if that actually happens, bc3, bc6. Also, he will never be able to parry my rook on the b file because my bishop will control it, and his bishop doesn't control b1 because b8 because of this pawn. He can also castle. I guess he's thinking about something like this g4, knight h4, knight d2, but I don't think that's even remotely what I want in this position. I want to take, but now I want either knight a5, knight c4, or I want knight e7, knight g6. Let's see which one. Knight a5, queen b4, probably c6, bishop d3. And then what? No, bishop d3 he cannot play. There is knight g3. So he has to go to e2. And then I can play either b5. Okay, I didn't realize how low on the clock I am. I will need to speed up. Goes queen a3, similar thing as queen b4. He goes c6, he goes there. Now this could be a bit of a problem, but the knight covers it for now. Let's go b5 and knight c4. I'm not sure if it's passed, but this pawn will remain backward and my knight will be hitting it. So there is a strategical point to it. His bishop cannot go here yet, or here. And usually when you manage to do this in the Rogozin, you're quite happy with black. Okay, goes 95 makes a lot of sense. What happens if I play f6 then? I don't know, so I'm gonna ask him. Goes to d3, but then I go here. Where's he gonna put that queen? Because there is knight d2 also. Goes to c1. Okay, something tells me he's in a not flagging mode, but something relatively close to it. So that he's trying to play for my time now. I want to stop f3 so that I have knight g3 and queen e3 now. I would like to go h5, h4, but for now I cannot. No, actually I could have done h5. I should have played h5 because it takes. I didn't see there was. I didn't see there was knight g3 and bishop d3. Okay, this is hanging now. I suppose queen d7. I need to remember this is not 5 plus 2 or 5 plus 3. This is 5 plus 1. I don't have too much time to waste. My knights are paralyzing his position a bit, though. That's the good thing. But after AB, his knight will also be on b4 relatively strong and hitting my pawn. I misplayed it somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where, but with 14 seconds on the clock, not too much you can take care of. Okay, let's go a5 now when he allows it. Considering he didn't take, I can go a5 and after this to take here. Now he has to go somewhere with the knight, and then I probably take it. Not sure if I take it though, but maybe I just start attacking this pawn. For example, queen e7. King f2, I can go here. Now it's going to be one more wild time scramble. Take. Yeah, I should not have allowed this. Why did I allow rook a4 again? That was really stupid. Come on, that was a mouse slide. That's not fair. That's not fair. But that's what my username says, right? Okay, whatever. Let's play again. I think there is only one more game. One more game left. I mean, I had everything in this game, but it's because of time and mouse that I lost. Now I'm really in the mood to play the Bone Cloud, but let's play b3 instead. Only if I had played a4 in that rook endgame instead of moving the king up. Sure, Andrews, see you and have a good time. Thanks for dropping by. You were the only viewer. You're probably the only viewer now anyway. Or the others are just silent. Goes b3, 5, bishop b2, c4. I've played this 3 times. I've played this 3 times in classical chess this year also, so it's not unknown to me. At least we're gonna get some fun positions which are not that common or known theory. D5 take, knight takes, A3, and then you develop with queen C2, knight F3, D3, knight D2 usually, and play some kind of a reverse hedgehog against a reverse Sicilian setup. Considering my opponent is not a Sicilian player himself, he might be unfamiliar with these structures. One can only hope. Anyway, now I really want to win something after this. But let's be very fair, I really deserve to lose game 2. But still. Let's play knight f3. Are there any opening wishes for the next game in the match? For the next games in the match? Okay, goes bishop e6. Something smells wrong about this. Bishop b5 would threaten this, but I'm never in the mood to give up this bishop. H4 maybe. H4 I want knight g5, but seems sketchy. Okay, sorry about that. I can just play the normal setup with bishop e2. I mean, I suppose that I will do that. Then play d3, knight d2, and just play normal. Do I Hikaru opening h6 or a6 with black? Okay. I can do that. But let's wait until bullet for that. How does that sound? I can do that in bullet. The blitz I want it to be at least a bit instructive on considering some structures and maneuvers and ideas and so on. Okay, d3, knight d2. And bullet, it's 1+1, it's never instructive, there will be a lot of games. There I can play the bomb cloud or a6, h6. So yeah, this one I will stay up on the clock, considering what happened in the last game. If you want to learn something, you can go to, not to learn, I mean, to see my opponent's perspective, you can go to Lichess and click here where it says he's streaming. But he's streaming in German, so I'm not sure if my chat understands the German. Even though I made a German stream once in 2020. It was so bad that I haven't ever done it again. B4 would be also an idea, so that I'm threatening b5 and then attacking the e5 pawn. Another idea is to go knight e4, knight c5, and the third idea is to play knight c4 to put the pressure on e5 immediately. All of these options I should keep in mind and choose one as the time flies by. Goes f6. Now when he weakened these squares, I'm somehow tempted to play d4 and after takes take with the knight, but I'm not sure how good it is. Okay, let's play b4 for a start. He'll go Okay, he doesn't go h6, but now he really is inviting d4, because now the knight cannot take my knight when it comes to d4. Okay, takes immediately. Bishop there. My position looks very pleasant now. First of all, I can go knight c4 and collect the bishop pair. Probably is the way to play this. Yeah, I don't see anything better. There might be, but I don't see it. Rook d1, rook c1 are also my moves, which I should play at some point. Okay, maybe not rook c1. But okay, definitely I need to take the bishop first, because otherwise he would kill pawn here. And now, I mean, ideally I would want e4 and f4. That's easier said than done. Still, we might try it. Like, I need to control the f4 square in order to go e4, so that there is no knight f4. Okay, sometimes chess is simple. I said what I need and I will try to achieve that. Control this square, go here, and maybe f4. And I'm not sure about that. e4 I should play, knight b6, but now the knight is not so great. And my bishop got some prospects, but it's kind of hard to break through. So let's just improve the remainder of our pieces for now. Rook e1. If he ever moves this knight, then the knight comes to f5, and that's probably very undesirable for black. Also, maybe I should have gone bishop g4 with knight d6 ideas. I didn't see it. Rook d6. And can I go f4? Is it too ambitious? f4, rook d8, e5, take. Rook d5, e6, bishop g6. I mean, I don't know if it's too ambitious. Probably it is, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I can also play the simple knight f3 move if I don't want to get into too much tactical skirmishes. But I think it's okay for me, honestly. Take. He has to go to d5. I push e6. He goes here, attacks my queen, and then I play queen c3, going the diagonal. Has some queen e5 though. This is a hard decision to make, I have to say. Because with this I do have a normal edge. But I don't want to allow. Okay, let's just play. Let's just play. e6. Bishop g6. I think queen c3 is the move. No, wait, I blundered. Wait, there's knight a4. And I have to go to a different square, which was not my idea, but I still think this is good for me, like with bishop f3 and so on. Maybe I'm being over optimistic about my position. Hi there, Murat, Sigma Moments 123. Hi, how are you? Go 1 minute. Wow. Hi, thanks for joining the stream. What do you mean go 1 minute? We will have a 1 minute 1+1 portion in this match a bit later, but not yet. Okay, bishop f3 seems logical to get rid of the rook. And goes to g5. Interesting. Maybe I should reroute the knight somehow here and here, but he wants to put this knight on d5. No, I'll do it in a bit different way. I'll go here and knight f3. Feels like the knight needs these squares. If he goes here, maybe I can go knight h4. Collect the bishop. Or maybe knight c5. It looks even stronger with this. And bishop e4 incoming. I will take the exchange, I think. This is just a move to confuse him. It worked brilliantly. Okay. 5+1 portion is over. So now we will take a short break, and then we'll be back with the 3+1 portion. Yeah, sorry, I don't understand what you mean. Go 1 minute. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, I think we are ready again. For the 3+1 portion, I just need to add the correct timer, and we're off with e4 again. Oh, sorry about that. I think it looks fine. Hi there, Mixport 1. Mixport. Ich glaube, das ist Deutsch ist. Oh, he meant, am I going offline in 1 minute? I'm back now. Go play 1 minute bullet. Nickname Ren. No, I'm not now playing a match against a specific opponent. So, okay, we'll play the King's Indian attack this game. It's going to again be some sharp stuff, or not, as he's doing this. And as he's doing this, we're gonna have to play the c3, bishop e2 castles, and play a reverse Berg or Philidor. Okay, takes, bishop c5. Can't say I'm exactly familiar with bishop c5, but this looks like a normal move to make. Castles. Bishop d7. I'm not feeling at home in these structures. Okay, e5 would run into knight e5. So I need to play queen e2 first, I think. And then try to play e5. Okay, go back. This is the idea. He does it himself to prevent my idea. And now I think we go knight c4 in order to attack the pawn and to try to go bishop g5 and maybe knight e3 then later. Okay. Rook e8, expected move, go bishop g5. Still, again, feels like I achieved something out of the opening, like rook d1, knight e3, maybe knight f5 or knight h4 first. Okay, if he goes h6, then he at least weakened his king side a bit. Not too much, but in the future there might be some prospects. He can try technically something like g5, but like bishop g3, and there remains some big holes in his position. Okay, this on the other hand. Okay, he wants knight h5 and here. Okay, let's go rook d1 first, just to try to exploit the pin. Okay, that's not what he wanted at all. So takes, bishop b5 would be good, but takes, he can take here. Okay, it doesn't matter. He'll take h4, I will go back. And then I will probably put the knight on d5. And this bishop now needs to be on this diagonal. Now we have to play faster because it's 3+1. I need to readjust to it, as we have played a lot of 5+1. The bishop I need here to for some potential, for some attacking potential. So if he goes knight a5, he's gonna get an unpleasant surprise. And now there are several tempting options. There's knight d5, there's also bishop d5. Okay. We have to make decisions more quickly than in the 5+1 portion. So if takes, I probably take with the pawn and then take on e5. As far as I can see, it is a pawn. It's not the best of pawns, but it's a pawn up. Okay, he's pinning himself. So knight e5, bishop d5, rook d5. I mean, it looks like a pawn again, but this looks like a huge positional edge. Spoiled for choice here. There's also knight f5. Again, looks amazing. Bishop c6, knight e5 also looks great. Like, now I'm just gonna burn way too much time on this. For no apparent reason. Okay. Let's make a move. Takes, I suppose he will take. And we'll play this position of being a pawn up. And the knight will come to f5. Okay, we have to take. We have to play f3 too, but I don't think I'm too concerned about all of this. It does look like a pawn. He can take and play f5. It's probably best. But then I play e5. Or do I? He has queen d5. Let's see that. Then we have to play this endgame, which is better, but it's definitely not what I wanted. From what I had, I could have done a much better job. Just I didn't see the right continuation. It's not even that I didn't see it. I saw many continuations. I just chose the wrong one. Rook e5, I can give a check and take. So otherwise, I get in e5. I think. I'm trying to create some more weaknesses in his camp. Yeah, that was actually a stupid move. I want this pawn to be weak in the future. Or now. He'll go for some counterplay indeed. And I will have to... of how to defend a bit, but now we are at two pawns up, as far as I can see. Now it's a matter of technique, but that's not so easy when you're so down on the... Okay, he didn't have to resign just yet, but it is winning. No, he didn't resign. Lost in time. Okay, get the win. I don't think I was in trouble anyway in that game, though. Okay. What else? Let's play some normal opening. For example, the King's Indian. Let's see. And let's play the Bishop G4 line. The one which I played in several times on Untitled Tuesdays. With quite a lot of success, I have to say. Let's see if Mr. Winterberg did his job. Did his homework, I should say. And found some antidote against this. Okay, how do we play against Bishop B3? Do I again go for h5 and Bishop h6 or not? They never take. Usually they don't take. So maybe it's his secret prep. Maybe he was just waiting for me to play this line. But okay, how bad can it be? We go c6. Kill long castles, we go here. And if he plays bishop c5, we play bishop f8. How bad can it actually be? This knight is stupid. I need several more moves to be okay. We'll see. This line is not all that popular, nor all that great. But definitely in Blitz we can try it once every now and then. Okay, let's go h5, bishop h6. I don't know if that's the correct plan here. Maybe the correct plan was knight here, and then knight f8, knight e6. I don't think I was in time because of what he's doing right now. And yeah, now with these bishops gone, now there are some ideas like knight d7, which would undermine the structure. I can also defend with rook h7, but that's extremely ugly. I wouldn't play it if I don't have to. So let's go here. If takes, I'll probably go here first. So I'm expecting b4. And then I probably need to defend this somehow. Or I can go a5 first. Let's go a5 first. He'll go a3. And then something. I was hoping that I would be able to exploit this file, but I cannot. Okay, maybe just defend like this. It's really ugly. But I don't see a better alternative at this point. Oh, that seems like a strange move. He's protecting this pawn though. How do I organize my pieces in a good way? 6. I mean, I suppose this is the normal reaction against moves like f3. I'm not too happy with my position. Suppose let's try to go here. He can go g3 now though. Take, rook h8. Maybe it's not so bad. With b5 I always have this. Oh, it's a strange looking move. And I suppose that I go here to get the e5 square for the knight. I don't see why not, at least. There are also some tactical tactical tricks, like b5. If it was my move, maybe b5 would be a move. cb, then there is knight b, and this is hanging with a check. No, it's probably not nothing. Okay, g3. I think I just take now. And now, do I go here? Probably yes. Or do I take first? Maybe I take first and then just to seize the file. Rook h8, g4. Knight f8. There is bishop c4. Okay, let's not take chances. Let's solidify. Take over the file, and then slowly but surely start to maneuver around his pieces. Okay. Hello there, muchos cordos. Hey bro, I'm currently developing a chess engine, somewhat weaker than a master in Blitz. It would be pretty cool to see you play against it. In case you have time, this is the bot. Okay, thank you. I can try it maybe later, but now I'm playing a competitive match, so now is not the time to do that. Okay, I want to provoke g4. If and when he plays g4, then I go here. Now he cannot go here because it takes. Okay, he plays a barrel move, I think, but now I go knight f6 and knight h5. And then we'll put the knight here. I'm not sure what's happening after this. Knight h5, bishop f7, knight g3. Okay, goes there first. It's probably clever. Now he'll go to c4. Yeah, this is not what I wanted. Okay, let's go g5. I want g4 and to undermine this. Yeah, now I'm playing a competitive match and can't play against bots, but maybe later. Hi there, Simon34. Welcome to the stream. Simon or Simon, I don't know. Depends from which country you're from. Now there are two threads. I'm again so down on the clock that it's unbelievable. Okay, take the pawn. Take another pawn. And I suppose go back. Put the knight on d5 would be best. Okay, not much time to think. Okay, somehow I swindled him in that endgame. I don't know how, honestly. I should not have gone to a rook endgame. I should have gone knight d5, just not to take on g4. But I thought I'm winning immediately after rook f4, which I wasn't. Okay, 7-1. Not the greatest score, but it will suffice. Okay, d4 we haven't played today, actually, yet. I'm sure our old viewers would like us to play the Jobava London. Let's see how he reacts to that. Bishop f4. e3. This is not my main or any of my repertoires, and I don't have the course on this. My opponent knows what he's doing because he put the knight here and not on c7. Okay. How do I play here? Knight f3 probably. There are always several different reactions to bishop d6. One is queen f3. trying to go for e4 knight e2, take with the queen. The other one is knight f3 to allow this. And the third one is maybe to take and go f4. And that one's probably the worst in this case. In moves like g4 could be played, but I'm not all that thrilled with that. Okay, let's play a normal move. Let's play knight f3. I'm still so tempted to play for an attack with some knight e5. And then g4, g5. The good thing is, whatever knight he puts there, there is knight f7 and bishop d6. So he doesn't really have a great way of developing just yet. There's also bishop g5, f4. It's also an interesting alternative. Bishop g3 after bishop d6, it is an option, of course, but in this structure, when the knight is on c3, they would probably just take, go queen e7, knight d7, and e5. But you're right, it is an option. Okay, goes a6. That move, I think, is extremely slow and probably a mistake. Just need to, like, queen f3 is normal. g4 is also, like, feels very strong. Bishop g5 also feels strong, but okay, let's... If I overthink it, that's the only way I can mess up this game, I think. Rook g1 might seem stupid, but I do have some ideas, which I'm really hoping you'll see. The ideas are like take, take. And for example, bishop h7, king takes, and now there is knight f7 takes g6, one idea. The other idea would be take, take here, here. To just go slowly, rook g3, and here, go for checkmate. Okay, he stops all of that, which is probably the smartest way of dealing with it. But now we try to open things up here. Yeah, and I don't think I'm too concerned with the d4 pawn. That really looks irrelevant. Maybe rook g1 was not great. Now when I look at it. Now suddenly the d4 pawn is a problem. Because this is overloaded. Yeah, I misplayed it somewhere. I don't know how to attack in this structure. Now I'm worse. Still, that doesn't mean I'm going to lose. But it means I misplayed it very badly somewhere around here. Maybe with rook g1. Should just go queen f3. Hard to say. Okay, he takes there. Now many options, but none are tempting. Can I go bishop g6, bishop e5, bishop e8? Some very strange tactics. No, there is no f3, then I cannot do that. I need to speed up. I don't know which move to make. Now he can just play it in a very simple way, like take e5. This is absolute disaster. I don't know how to play this Jobava London stuff. Let's go to swindle mode then. I'm sure that I was much better out of the opening, but yeah. And this is hanging, so it's not over just yet, but it's not far from over either. If takes, then I have some chance. Now I think I have chance. Oh no, I don't. Where's this? A very uncomfortable move to meet. Now he can go knight f5 and then e4. Or even rook e8. It's probably even better. I'm really down on the clock now. He's giving me chances though. I wanted him to go there. Sorry for the silence, but trying not to mess up. Those of you who have been watching my streams know that I'm known for messing up endgames, which I this time didn't do. Sorry about that, Mr. Winterberg. Sorry about that. I didn't deserve to win that. I really didn't. Hi there, Danny the Lion. Thanks for what? Thank you for what? Okay, how do we play? What else can we play? Let's say d5. Let's play the Stonewall Dutch. It's not even an actual Stonewall, considering the pawn is not on d4. But it's as close as it gets. Okay, castles. I don't know the theory here, obviously. So we need to think. e5, take, knight b5, knight c6. I mean, I don't really see why not. Maybe I'm blundering something. Okay, I would. If that happens, I do give up the bishop pair, but I do have a very strong black center. Suppose queen is 7. Maybe here. Now he's playing like he's tilted. He's not a tactician or long castles player, or so on. I mean, it would be more logical to take the bishop pair and to play like this when your king is on that side. When your king is on this side, it looks so dangerous. Of course, I need to prove it, but this looks so dangerous. I mean, I'm not sure that I want to allow this. So let's play d4 ourselves. I calculated some things though. Takes, check, doesn't win due to knight e6. And take, queen c4, check first. Also, there is bishop e6. So, he cannot punish me directly. I did calculate that. Hopefully I calculated it correctly. Okay, take. I don't know. I mean, I definitely need to play bishop e6, rook c8, and knight d5, knight c3 in the next couple of moves. The only question is if he can do something against that. If he cannot, then he's just gonna lose. And I think this kind of slow play is exactly what I want. because now I just get everything. I get rook c8, knight b4, queen a6, knight a2 ideas. Seems extremely bad for white, sorry. And even go knight b4 immediate. Okay, he dodges that. Now the point is, of course, knight b4, there's takes. Now a5, a4 seems very dangerous. He can go queen f4, but that endgame should be extremely bad. For example, take bishop d5. I mean, I don't even have to go to the endgame. I can go queen b4. But then this hangs. Okay, so let's keep it simple. Go a4 too. Let's keep it simple. a4, I will go next, because his king is still not safe, even though the queens are off the board. His king is still not safe. Take and take is a threat. Can go knight e1 or knight h4. Then I think I take, and I mean, okay, there was nothing concrete yet. Place it in this way. I mean, b5 is so logical. There's also knight h4, knight h5. I mean, this looks too logical not to play. Just b5, b4, and breakthrough. Why rook g1? Is the point b4, knight d4? Take, bishop g2. Okay, that may not be so clear. Okay, I need my final piece in the game. I need my final piece in the game to go b4 the good way. This requires some good play. Okay, I think I will keep it very, very simple with take, and knight d4. This is covered. This is still a threat. I don't want to overthink if I don't have to. Okay, now there is knight e3, but b4 is maybe even stronger. Okay, let's not overthink. Don't overthink. Don't overthink. Just play normal moves. Take. We go king up, g6. Now we attack the pawn, and now it's a clean exchange. Now it's just technique. This is the part where I'm the worst at. Endgame technique. He's hoping for this, I think. But I don't think he's gonna get it. Let's just try to go for this. He stops it, logical. Attack the pawn. White there. I mean, I suppose I should just take these two pawns, just resigns. Okay, that's better. That's better, 9-1. There are 13 more minutes in this portion. Hi there, Lawrence123. You've been stuck around 2400 lichas for 2 years. What would I recommend to get past that level? I mean, if you have a coach, definitely to invest in more lessons. If you don't have a coach, then I would definitely suggest reading some books. Like, okay, let's play c4 in this game. I would definitely recommend some books which focus on the area where you're the weakest. Like if you are struggling with endgames, study books in endgames. If you don't know theory, learn theory with theoretical books. If you don't know strategy, read strategy. If you don't know how to attack, read books on the attack. And I mean, what I always say to my students or to everyone who asks me about such advice is I recommend the Agard series Grandmaster preparation because I think it's extremely useful. Let's go rookie one. This is my line. Hey, Lukas, this is my line. You can't play my line against me. Okay, this was already played against me by Tamás Banuš, strong Hungarian Grandmaster on the Croatian League. He had a good position of the opening. Yeah, they go f5. But in this game, I'm just gonna go knight e5. In that game against Banush, which was a classical game, I didn't do this. I played it with e3 or something, I think. And now I'm gonna go for this, which is not anything special, but you just get rid of these pieces. You don't get cramped with this structure, and how bad can it be when you manage to put the bishop here? Technically, he can try like take here. If I take, then bishop b4, so I would take with the pawn, and then dc4. He would be a pawn up, but I don't really believe in such things. And neither does he, as he didn't play it. Now this is a very comfortable choice. I can do this and go f3. Yeah, let's not overthink. Overthinking is usually extremely bad in blitz. If you see a good option, go for a good option. Perfectionism is good in classical chess, but it's not good in blitz. Okay, do I go f4? Probably yes. I mean, rook e3 is also great, like just to double and go bishop h3. Okay, let's double first, and then maybe I'll go f4 later. This I don't think should be too much of a problem. I will just go rook e2 if he goes bishop b4. I think I have a very nice strategical edge here. With the backward pawn and the bad bishop and more space. I'm not sure if I was too much of a help for you, Lawrence123, but... Okay, this is very risky, like allowing c5 and a3. Maybe it's game over on the spot, actually. Because a4 I just take, and... Yeah, I don't know how he's gonna stop a3. Yeah, should be game over, actually. I didn't even realize how strong it is immediately, but... Because usually in some Bogo Indians, you have to play after a4, a3. Okay, he just does this, sacrificing a full piece. And take the pawn. Now I can even take here, I think. I mean, both is winning. So takes bishop a6, rook. Bishop a6. You know what? Let's just take. No nonsense. Forces resignation. That was relatively easy. Okay. Now we've had quite a lot of different openings today. You guys in the chat can give me some more suggestions if you're up for it. For example, for this game against t4, what do you want to see? If I don't get feedback, I will just play some of my own opening. Okay, let's play the Caro then. I really hate facing this line. I really do. Let's play bishop g4. I don't want to play the endgame. This is so objectively better for for white. Hi there, Harry Osborne. Hello there, I'm currently playing a chess game. Just hang your queen, let me resign. I'm also playing a chess game, so... I wonder if I should go d4. Like, they always want to go g4 in this structure and then claim this bishop is bad. Okay, let's try this. I have no idea if it's any good, but at least it has a straightforward and simple idea. And if bishop, okay, goes there, can I go d4? Probably not. d4, gh, dc, b3. No, I don't believe in it. Bishop d2. Now I can go d4. Has to go back with the knight, then I trade the bishops. I mean, this square is going to be vital in the future, that's for sure. I need something on it. Okay, he doesn't... I can play d4 next move if you want. Let's play knight f6 first. At least I have a threat. I'm also playing slowly this game. Okay, goes e5. That's... I'm almost 100% sure it's a strategical mistake. I think my bishop belongs on c7. It's like a French structure, but this is not that well defended. So I think the bishop belongs on c7. I might be wrong. f6 could also be what I'm aiming for, because after e takes, queen takes, I mean, feels like this he has weakened himself. Usually they almost always follow it up with h4, h5 if they play like this in this line. Okay, let's go c5, knight c6, the normal French stuff. It wasn't a French, but it's a French structure. I'm allowing knight b5, but I don't think that matters too much. For example, castles, even if he puts the knight on d6, I will like go knight c6. If he ever takes here, it should not be a problem at all, because his king is here. And I probably want b5 to play myself. Wow, this I didn't see. What's the point, actually? Some e6. If knight takes, I can include knight d4, I think. Before taking. And now I cannot, but now I take. Okay, here I'm probably not worse, but I think I should just take, because I don't believe him. Take here. I mean, I don't believe in this at all. What happened? Long castles or knight f6? Okay, maybe knight f6 first. And then long castle. Or short castle, depends where his queen goes. Even bishop f7 could be included. Because I don't really need the bishop here. Yeah, why not? I only have 36 seconds. Knight g5, there is bishop d5, at least I hope. If takes, I mean, at least this is hanging and queen a2 is a threat and knight d4 should come. Yeah, I mean, that sacrifice was just not good, I think. He sacrificed. Oh, hey there, Chesslands. Hope you're doing great. It's not fair that I'm streaming and not telling you. Chess is not fair. Okay, this is bad. So, take with the bishop. This is not possible. Let's go here. I'm threatening to take. How does he deal with it? His position is not so lost as expected. It is lost, but I thought it's worse. I still need to show a bit of technique. Let's start with bringing the king to safety. Fortunately, there is increments, so nobody can flag me. Untitled Tuesdays, that's also the case. Should have gone queen d4. Can do it now too. Maybe I should not have done it. My king still feels relatively safe here. Hopefully I don't flag. Oh, started blundering stuff. Also don't know why I'm talking with only a few seconds on the clock. Okay, now it should be lost finally. Especially now. Okay. Is that the end? No, it's not the end. There's one more. Yeah, GG. No, it wasn't good. But thanks. I screwed it up. Okay, maybe he started his timer earlier, and then he thinks 3 plus 1 is over. Okay, done. Then 3 plus 1 is over. I'm still here, I need to make the bullet countdown. So bullet is 30 minutes. Bullet is 30 minutes. Okay, I'm back, and now we'll be adding the 30-minute timer. Let's go. The timer also started. It's 11-1. No, he didn't give up. There is still time for us to come back. We have 30 minutes of bullet. I mean, many people are better than me in bullet. And if you're asking yourself what happened to the VIP due to the Titled Tuesday, due to my streaming of Titled Tuesdays, the chess.com was confused with VIPs talking when there is emote only chat, so I removed everyone's VIP. Nobody's a VIP anymore on this channel. But you don't need VIP on this channel anyway. Okay, we're back in no theory. And I think this is not a good line for him. But I don't remember, of course. Why is it not a good line again? Maybe just bishop g7. I'm kinda concerned about rook e6, but I'll let him play it if he wants to. He doesn't. I need to start focusing. There is d5. What do I do? I have to do stuff I don't want. I have to go g5. g5, e6. That's a poor excuse, but you'll forgive me. Yeah, that's what basically everyone said. Well, I also have reasons to dislike Lichess. I still didn't get the prize from the Kazakhstan Cup qualifier. He outplayed me in this game, chat. However, that still doesn't mean I'm going to lose. That the position really sucks. And this position really is bad. It's not just half bad, it's extremely bad. But I should have gone knight e7, knight g6. I'll do it now. Now we're again in swindle mode. Sacrificing a pawn, and another one, and another one, and so on. Wait, he also doesn't have much time. He has 7 seconds. Oh, I'm lagging. I'm not sure how this was seen on stream, but I lag. I'm dead lost. He deserved to win this one, but I think I'm lagging. And this was just to create the new countdown. You hate these increment bullet games, and I hate the non-increment ones. Can you tell me if the stream is still going? Because I mean, I lagged quite a lot there. It was like 3 or 4 seconds, and then I just lost some time. To me, at least. I mean, it says that I'm live, but I'm not sure anymore. I'm unsure about anything now. What's going on his stream? Oh, okay, he's moving. But okay, I deserved it. Considering what kind of opening I played in that game, I deserved it. I deserve to lose. Okay, let's play in the Zamish style with... Okay, I'm lagging again. Yeah. Time is frozen. My time just keeps getting frozen. I'd understand if it was chess.com, there I have the Elsa167 nickname, but here it should not get frozen. I mean, bishop b5 is usually what the doctor ordered in this structure, but Just to not allow any counterplay. Okay. Now he can start pushing. Well, now there is nothing here to attack. Now I don't care. Let's put the knight on f5. There is no knight d3, this is covered. Now maybe I want g6. Oh wait, I blundered knight d3. Come on. Wake up. You didn't see it. I was extremely fortunate that he didn't see that. I don't know if this is any good, but I'll go rook d1. Please there will be more threats for him to deal with. I'm playing for dirty tricks actually. And it didn't pay off. Still, who knows what's going on in this position? I have no clue. No, that was... Come on, that I didn't mean to play that. But okay, anyway, I was lost. Okay, the stream is on, but I lost one more game. I didn't mean to play this. Quite curious where the win was, because it was totally winning for me. Okay, should just promote, of course. Here I meant to play this, but it didn't matter. But okay, as I said in the beginning of the stream, 5+1 I'm expecting to get an advantage, and the other ones, who knows what's gonna happen in this match. That's how I judged it. Okay, we didn't get the adoption, but still the blitz wins were nice. And bullet we don't care about, bullet is not chess. Okay, let's go e4 and probably c5 too. Now I should just I should just start playing like if it's 1-0 game. Like just play moves, not think. All the thinking I did wrong. Knight d4. Oh, sorry. I wanted to do an arrow, and instead I almost pre-moved. Takes with this. I don't know how good this is, but I'm not in a good mood, so I'm gonna sacrifice an exchange. Like, there is also knight h2. I should not have done any of this, but what to do? Like there is takes rook g1, but after takes there is queen h4 check or queen f3 check. So, and check, I'm pretty sure there is nothing. Oh, wait, he lost on time, but I again lagged. Okay, I again lagged. I'm not sure what's going on in his stream. Maybe he's lagging too. He went offline? Okay, technical problems. Technical problems. Okay, he's back. He's back. But are we back? That's the question. Okay, when somebody plays the hippo against you, you should punish them. Even though this is not a pure hippo. But you should still punish them. I'm just playing for the quick initiative and attack. This is not too good, I think. D, I will go here. And then try for bishop c4 and stuff. It's probably not good. He goes knight c6 himself. So wait, I take d5, he takes bishop d4, I take bishop e7. I mean, I don't see it. Maybe his internet is down a bit, or computer? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. And I also don't know what this move is about. I think there is checkmate. Okay, his king is down. I don't know if his computer is down. Okay, I'll take just 30-second break. I'm immediately back. Alrighty, I'm back, and we're up with the Sicilian. I also destroyed someone like that today with white. That's good to hear. Let's go bishop g4. Now I'm playing a line which is not all that great, but who cares? Let's go b5, b4. put pressure on the c3 pawn. I need to be careful not to blunder d6. Wow, e5. That move I would never have considered. It allows so many nice things. Knight d5. Bishop d2, I will just take d, I think. And here, yeah, I can do whatever I want. But just taking seems nice. Then rook b8 and maybe knight d4 or just queen c7. Let's just go queen c7, put more pressure on this. I mean, it's very good for me, but there is no clean win. I thought there should be. Okay, if there is no clean win, he can never move the knight because there is knight d4. Queen e4 he can play though, which I didn't see. That's bad. I've started to play quite badly. Let's put the rook on b2, why not? I'll try to... Actually, I don't know what I'm trying to do, that's the problem. Maybe just hold the square like this. Now he finally lets my knight in. Knight e2 ideas if he moves the knight. Maybe I should go queen d. No. Cannot leave the f3 square undefended. Mr. Lukas. Could have taken the queen. Could have taken the queen, guys. But who needs queens anyway? Horrible game. After a great position, I managed to screw up very badly. But we move on. Let's go. Which one have we not played today? This one. And with the Dutch, we won very nicely. Knight h6 is, by the way, not trolling. That's an actual move. It's not so bad. This is hanging in the end, so I didn't blunder. I didn't blunder anything, but still, maybe what I'm doing is strategically extremely risky. Okay, I suppose we take. If he takes c4, I can take g4. If he takes... Okay, check. Maybe I should not have allowed the check. Should have gone to f3. Okay, I take that back. I should have allowed. Didn't see it. Didn't see it with the check. And now we trade queens and we should win the game fairly easily. Yeah, GG. Every time it's GG, but none of the games are actually good, chess-wise. Okay, there is still time for an adoption, guys. Let's go knight e4. Let's see if he knows our old tricks. a3, bishop b4. Yeah, unfortunately he knows, or he just understood. Yeah, now it's just some endgame, which I might screw up. It's not about even being me the one who screws it up, but it's objectively not so good. I thought it's okay, but probably not. Let's put the knight on b3 and then maybe c5. He has cleverly stopped that idea by me. I mean, I don't want to take, but I will, as I don't see other options at this point. How do I play this? Okay, let's try this. My point is that e5 is not possible, and if he allows knight c6, then we're the ones who have the upper hand, I think at least. But yeah, you guys know how horrible I am in endgames, so don't listen to me. It seems that Chess Lance is the only one left in the chat. Okay, now go here. If here, we think we check wins. Takes, there are no breakthroughs and they just collect. We just collect. Bad game by me, but we get the win. Let's stick with e4. e4 has been working very well. Let's play some sharp stuff. g4, why not? I don't know the exact theory in this, against the Scheveningen. Just know it's not supposed to be that great. I suppose this cannot be that bad. When I castle here, it's highly unlikely he will be able to attack me. As for my attack, well, that's a different story. My pawns are already there. I'm never in a good mood. So I can take and go queen g4. f6 is probably not... f6 and h5? I don't know, I have to make a move. The thing is that I have this if he takes. That's what's the crucial point. There is no fg and rook f7 because he's not in time. There is f7. And if takes, now it should be just mates in a few moves. He just resigns. No, I'm never in a good mood. 17-3. Not all that great, but what to do? My opponent has once told me that people who play the London should not have the right to play chess. I think he has to go e4, or he can take, I suppose. I think I should go bishop a6 if he goes if he goes to e2. Sorry, it's just about, it's not the stream problem now, it's the problem that I'm too focused on calculation to try to talk normally. But okay, I'm winning. No matter what I do. He's right. But now he played it himself. Let's play a French. Let's play this one. Oh, this is some line which has become quite popular recently. Like sacrificing a pawn. Now I'm not taking it on purpose because just to avoid theory, of course. Okay, let's go e5. This is how in modern days people are fighting this bishop a6 stuff. They just let bishop f1, king f1 and use the rook left. Can't say I like it all that much. But we had to stop rook c4 and also create a threat. Hmm. Let's take the file. I don't know if it's the right way. He should have played c3, I think. Now I think I have a clear edge because of the file. c3 takes and queen a3 seems to be a bit annoying. And this doesn't seem... The queen is not good on h4. And now we should just start slowly grinding. And now queen c2 should come, I think. Don't think he has a perpetual. Maybe I misplayed a bit. That would not be good. And with that, we conclude our match against a worthy opponent, international master Lukas Winterberg, my teammate from the Bundesliga. Thanks for the match. Good games. It was fun. It was full of tactics. Hope it was instructive for the viewers too. And now I think we're gonna have a short call discussing the games. At least that's planned. So hope that's going to work. Just a second. Okay, guys. And we have Lukas with us here. Hi, how are you doing?
Hello?
Can you hear me, Lukas?
Ich höre nichts. Muss ich mal meine Skype-Einstellungen gucken.
I'm not sure if the chat can hear you, Lukas.
Audio und Video.
I'm not sure if you can hear me too. Okay, my chat can hear you.
Wo kann ich das denn hier auswählen? Ah, hello. Now I can hear you.
Can you hear me normally, Lukas?
Yeah, now
Okay,
it works.
now it's all good. My chat can hear you, I can hear you. So thank you very much for the match. It was fun, instructive, and our chats had a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah, thank you too, and congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. It was very fortunate for me. I won a couple of completely lost positions, but yeah, chess is not fair.
Yeah, I blundered so many good positions away. At some point, I just crumbled.
Yeah, I mean, are there any specific games you would like to analyze?
No, I mean we can do it in chronological order.
Yeah, sure.
And we can omit the bullet games. I think that they are not so important.
Yeah, exactly. You're completely right.
Yeah,
So,
in one game I blundered mate. Queen f2, queen h2.
yeah, okay, that one that one was quite bad. But okay, yeah. Starting from game one, we had the Ben-Oni.
Yeah, I have to find the game first. Yeah, now I'm there.
Yeah, no, you surprised me with this h3 move. I was not too familiar with that, but just played some normal moves. And it felt like you went a bit astray with this bishop f4, bishop g3. It felt somehow slow.
Yeah, I was not sure where my bishop c1 belongs to, so yeah.
Yeah, but again, this whole line with h3, I mean, I have never seen it before, and I'm pretty sure it's not the greatest of lines. Was it just you didn't want to show some of your main weapons against the Ben-Oni, or?
Yeah, actually I don't usually allow bishop g4, but
Yeah,
you tricked me into this line somehow.
I mean, that's what I said, that I'm always happy when I get a6, a4, bishop g4.
I mean,
So,
I
yeah.
can start with h3 on move, what is it, move 7. But then you have this queen e7 options.
I mean, technically, but h3 also allows bishop g7, e4, castles, bishop d3, and all the b5 lines and so on.
Yeah, but I don't propose to play bishop d3 after castles. I want to go bishop e3. That's the line I want to play.
Yeah, exactly. And
This
here,
blue-bound stuff.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It also comes from the bishop e2, bishop e3, king's Indian sometimes. So yeah, but yeah, here in the later in the game, I'm not sure if you had chances, but because when I managed to play knight d3, bishop d3, cd, and put the knight on c5 and take c3, I said that I probably have everything.
Yeah, it was a bit of a lopsided game. After you took on
Yeah.
c3, I mean, you have everything in the position.
Yeah, my king doesn't feel the lack of my dark squared bishop because you cannot attack it. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there was anything. I'm not sure where you have gone wrong actually, because
Yeah, I also was not sure. At the beginning it looked fine, but then my
In my
position
chat,
fell
there are
apart.
there are messages. Sorry for interrupting. Ben-Oni is not a valid opening. Nothing to discuss there. But okay.
Can you ban this person? I lost to an invalid opening. Shame on me then.
I mean, I removed everyone's VIP, so I'm not sure about even banning. Isn't that banning is needed?
Yeah, that shows them.
Yeah, this game was one-sided, but the second game was not one-sided. The second game was the second game was just pure luck on my part.
Yeah, I mean, I was a piece up and managed to bungle it.
Yeah, that was probably the turning point of the whole match. That's why the match was so one-sided. Yeah, I played this queenie too, bishop e3, and this stuff is better for white, but I somehow misplayed it. I'm not sure
Yeah, I
where.
thought you're better, but
I was
I
for
thought,
sure better.
yeah, I think bishop b6 was a bit strange. I thought you would play knight c5 and take the bishop pair.
I mean, that's no wait, that one I actually didn't see at all. Knight c5, bishop c5. That's a very good point because with the bishop pair, it's just way easier to play. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
white
didn't
has more
see.
space, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was just hoping that this structure will sometimes be good for me if I would have knight b5 and the attack later on in the game. But yeah, I mean, I should have gone knight b5 immediately. That I realized even in the game instead of this stupid queen d3. It just comes under so many tempes. Yeah. And later in the game, exactly, like I just blundered this d4, and after d4 I'm dead lost. If I don't play queen f3 and blunder d4, I should just trade the queens, and I don't know how much better I am, but I'm definitely not worse.
Yeah, I
d5
think
is
you missed some good chances in this game.
yeah. This was and then it was just a pure time scramble, and who knows what was going on. I'm looking at the engine evaluation: -0, -2, +2, -9, -5. That's how it was until the rook blunder.
Yeah, that's the kind of players we are.
Not too much to be proud of, is there? What was the
Yeah.
third game? The Dutch, I think. Now we can go.
Yeah, that was a particularly horrible game. I don't know your queen e8, never seen it before.
Yeah, let me see what my chat is saying. Bye, Lance. It was nice knowing you. How dare you? Okay. Leon knows my feelings regarding Ben-Oni all too well. I'm being nice here. I have a habit of sending him my games where I demolish Ben-Oni. That's a fair point. So, yeah, the Dutch. I mean, what's Knight BD2 about? I've never seen that move.
Yeah, it's a nice idea. I mean, the main line here is probably knight c6, and then black, white goes rook e1, and then e5, something like this. Wait, actually, I'm confused. I'm totally confused. I played c4 on move 3.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
because I
the
know that the
line I
Knight.
wanted to play is actually g3, g6, and then bishop g2, bishop g7, castles, and now knight d2 without c4. I don't know why I did that.
Exactly that. This line definitely exists with knight b2. With knight d2, this is what Lukas is talking about, to go rook e1 and then quickly e4. But then you don't need the move c4. So it gives me a crucial tempo. So
Yeah,
that was
probably I was still broken after the game before.
yeah, it's understandable because when the c4 is played, then the knight just needs to be on c3 so that it can go to d5, and after yeah, f4. I mean, I can always play knight c6 or fe4, but f4 was just like I was too ambitious. I wanted to sacrifice a pawn
Yeah, I
for the
thought that
attack.
you would do that, but I kind of underestimated your play there.
Yeah, I was sure that I was supposed to go knight f4 and not knight c6. But
Yeah,
okay,
but knight c6 looks fine.
yeah, it was also fine. Then rook d8, then it was... And then later in this game, I think I played pretty okay until knight d3, and then I completely forgot that there is rook d3, knight d3, queen d5. Because first of all, I thought rook d3, I can go queen e4 check. And then there is knight g2.
Yeah, I mean, when I played rook d3, I saw the entire line with queen f7 and queen f3, but I played it anyway.
Wow, this is amazing. Look at this engine line. Like rook d3, knight d3. Okay, knight d3, rook d3, queen e4, knight g2. And here I thought, okay, queen d3 is a must. Queen f4 and rook b1. Just, and you basically cannot really stop mate. Like rook e1 and queen f1. If you go king g1, then bishop c3. Wow. Okay. But yeah, the position is just bad for white, no matter what. Even if you don't blunder mate.
Yeah, it was hard to recover from such games.
Yeah, this one... Yeah, this one I played decently, I think.
Yeah, here I also got 0 chances. I got a bad position out of the opening.
Yeah, I mean... d4 is usually the main move after queen e2.
Yeah, I could not remember anything here. You say d4 is best?
Yeah.
And then with c5 or without c5? Just knight c6?
Just knight c6 and so on. I recently prepared someone for this with white. So.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, and later I think it was relatively straightforward because just the black pieces remained so passive.
Yeah, you played it relatively slow with g3. I was more afraid that you would castle on move 8, and when I played bishop e7, then something like g4.
Yeah, exactly. And here I spent quite a lot of time, and I was also explaining to the chat the drawbacks and advantages of both moves. But okay, castles like bishop d6, d4.
And bishop d6, you think? Yeah, still g4 maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
Where am I
castles
supposed to
g5.
castle?
Yeah.
Short castle, yeah, okay, g5 then.
Yeah, I mean it's that. I mean, I just said that both options should give me a nice advantage, but for a change, I will play more strategically and less tactically.
Yeah, I mean it was also more than enough. My
Yeah.
pieces have no squares.
Yeah, the French bishop. This was the actual French bishop now in this game.
Yeah, I tried to stabilize with knight d5, but yeah, didn't hold really.
Yeah, now we come to the game you won, and it was extremely interesting, I think. I played the bishop f5 line, which is just by itself not good. I played c4, and the critical point was when I played bishop b4, e3, when I played h6.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of a Ragozin.
That's what I was also explaining, but my knight on c6 is stupid, and bishop on f5 is... like, I was pretty sure you should take on f6.
Yeah, I was not sure. It felt a bit dicey. If you take queen d5,
Yeah,
and then
I
I
would
have
go
no
bishop
development.
e6, and here that's what I said. Like queen b4, queen b5, or queen e4 should be the moves, and maybe, but just you will go bishop e2, and I couldn't in castle, and I couldn't really find compensation for myself anywhere.
Yeah, I thought instead of bishop f5, maybe just rook d8 or castles, and after bishop e2, you always have ideas with queen g6 and g2 is hanging. Also, you have two bishops. I was not sure.
Yeah, but it is essential pawns. But yeah, when I played there, I burned like 2 minutes and couldn't find anything better than h6, even though I didn't believe in it. And then when you played bishop h4, I was extremely relieved because I thought that I was back in the game. And yeah, then many things happened. Let's just say.
Yeah.
It was probably decently played. They played this knight b3. You found the knight b4 maneuver nicely, I think at least.
Yeah, still I was worse at some point. You outplayed me there.
Okay, but it was not that clean. Like when you got e4 and And in the end game,
Yeah, after e4, I think white is fine again.
yeah, again, and the end game was just I allowed this stupid rook a4. I should not allow it. I should just go a4, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then, but even what I played was probably fine until I mouse slipped the rook.
Yeah. For a moment, I thought you would just let me win, so that I don't lose, so that I don't get whitewashed.
No. I wanted the adoption, but no. But it was just a mouse slip. I would agree to a draw because there is nothing I can do otherwise. I can just lose, but it wasn't my. I like rook f8. I wouldn't play on purpose. That's the worst possible move. If I want to play for a win, I would maybe play h4 and then rook e8.
Yeah, but perhaps does white have chances to play for win here? If you played, or had you played rook e8, king f2, rook
Yeah.
a8 back, and now maybe f5. Is that
Yeah,
an
but
option?
king e4.
King e4,
I mean,
f6. Yeah, I'm trying to
f6.
lose here, right?
I mean, I don't really believe in it.
Yeah, that's a losing attempt for me.
Yeah, I think you should just repeat, but yeah. Okay, and after that it was easy, and of course I said that chess is not fair after that game, and we moved on. But
Yeah.
I also said that it's all great because I was so dead lost in game two, and now we have the b3 game. Here I was just hoping that you're not too familiar with the Sicilian structures.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right.
And then, yeah, because you played first h6 and then f6, and I don't think those two go combined. If you want f6, you can do it without h6, I think.
Yeah, I found it hard to find a plan. I didn't really know what
Hmm.
Lukas is supposed to do in this structure.
Yeah, exactly. Because usually they play a bit differently. They play with not bishop e6, but they play with queen e7. With queen e7, and they try to play bishop d7, rook a2, e8, and then f5, e4. I mean, I played 2 tournament games this year with white. So
Yeah, isn't the diagonal a2, g8 a bit of a problem with bishop c4 and stuff?
yeah, but not that much because you can always go knight b6.
Yeah, but after f5, the knight is pinned.
Yeah, but I mean, then you can maybe go bishop e6 or king h8 first. It just depends on what white does. But that's by far the most popular plan.
Yeah, but I did not feel comfortable in this whole structure.
Yeah, but maybe you should play something. Okay, it's actually a fun fact. Yesterday I played a blitz match against Wesley So on chess.com, and he played b3 in every single white game. Uh, and basically I tried everything, and in everything I got a worse position. So I'm also like b3 is not a bad move at all. B3 is I definitely recommend it with white.
Yeah, I think I was kind of in the game actually. You got the bishop pair, but the knight on d5 is pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean you were, but I just had this slow, clean plan of just going forward, and I wasn't sure if I messed it up at any point. Maybe, like, I'm not sure if you should have done anything else.
Yeah, I just checked the engine. Actually, it was a very clean game by you.
Yeah, the engine has 0 inaccuracy, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. Wow. It's like, but yeah, I have an extremely clean plan. Like just stop knight f4, then go e4, and include like just go f4, and just break through with my dark squared bishop. It's the most logical. I almost blundered at one point. I almost played queen c3 and blundered knight a4.
Yeah, I was relying on knight a4. Otherwise, g7 is a huge problem.
Yeah, and it was in the end. But yeah, okay. This game was I was happy with most of the games in the 5+1 format actually. Just but yeah, it was except game two actually. I was not even that unhappy with the game I lost, with the playing quality. And okay, here we had the King's Indian attack, or kind of. And
Yeah, you
play.
were trying to break me with your opening choices, weren't you?
I mean, I was just
First the
too.
Baltic defense, then the King's Indian attack. Later you played, what was it? It was another, this Carlsen thing with a6,
Yeah, but
c6.
that was specifically asked by a viewer. I had to do that. I said I'll do it when it comes to bullets. Yeah, and after c3, I mean, d4 I have not seen before. Is that preparation or?
No, it's probably just not a good move. d4 is good if white plays g3, but after
Yeah,
c3 it's probably not.
exactly. Because I mean,
I should play with bishop d6 and then e5. I think this is the most clean way.
yeah, exactly. I mean, there is a Title Tuesday game between me and Duda where I was white, where he played exactly that. So I think that's how you should go. And then I normally play bishop e2, castles, rook e1, e d5, knight c4, and so on. But you have a solid structure, reverse pillar there. But yeah, after d I got bishop b5, and it always felt like I have the pressure.
Yeah, I thought I was fine for the longest time, but then after bishop d5 I think I'm in trouble.
Yeah, the bishop c2, bishop b3 plan was, I think, quite strong, and yeah, and
Still,
here
I
I
think,
was I was like spoiled for choice. After queen b7, I could go knight e5 or bishop e6 or even queen or even bishop c6 or knight f5. But then I burned like 1 minute and played the worst move, I think.
yeah, I think you're not supposed to win this endgame. You're a pawn
No,
up,
no,
but I
no.
think it's very hard to win, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it's but anyway, if anyone can play for a win, it's clearly me, and it is a long grind. So but I don't even think I played that badly. That
Yeah,
part of
I
the
did
game.
that.
Yeah, okay, but it was a pure time scramble, we have to say. I was just hard with 1 minute increments. In the end, you didn't have to resign. You can take the rook, but of course it's lost. Yeah, and the next game was the King's Indian. That was a very interesting game. I mean, were you like preparing against this line because I'm pretty sure you saw me play it on Title Tuesday 3 times on stream.
No, I was not prepared.
Because D was like they usually don't. They usually always push D5.
Yeah, I had the idea to take on e5 and then play with bishop e2, c5, bishop c4, something like that,
Hmm.
to activate this bad bishop. But yeah, of
But
course, d5 is a completely different approach.
but this what you played. I also think you got an edge somewhere. Like bishop h6 take bishop c4 knight d7 b4 a5 a3. That was also fine probably. But there's somewhere. I mean, rook d6, rook d1 was more natural before, like at some point. I don't know when exactly, but like when I managed to exchange one pair of knights, then I felt like I should be fine.
Yeah, you outplayed me again. I was not sure what to do. I mean, ideally I want to play king b2 and then double on the d file.
Yeah, but
But
you could
yeah,
have
you
done
got some
that, right?
counterplay here, but
But you
and
could
I
have
did.
done it, right? Knight h5, rook d6.
Yeah, rook d6, okay. Yeah, probably.
Knight f4, I wasn't so sure, but I mean, the problem is that when you double the rooks and I have to move the knight to f8 or somewhere, then you can go b5, and then I don't have knight c5 anymore. And if I defend like rook d6, knight f4, rook d1, if I defend with f6, then you can go bishop e6. And I have not repaired my position too much.
Yeah, knight e2 was stupid. I wanted to stop knight f4, but then I saw that you can still do it, and if I take, you have this wonderful square on e5 for your knight.
Yeah, even though I said one nonsense because when the knight is on f4, bishop e6 was not possible because I can take it, but in the past line. But yeah, I mean it was probably still fine for you after all of this, but
Yeah, it's hard to play.
after g5, when you played g4, that felt like a mistake because after rook h3, I attacked 2 pawns.
Yeah, that was just a blunder, but the position is already pretty difficult.
But yeah, and then I gave you a chance because I went to the rook endgame instead of just preserving.
I should
Preserving.
never lose this.
Yeah, the rook endgame. I mean, okay, it's a long grind, but when you went to a4, then it was a problem
Yeah.
because you cannot stop the pawn anymore.
Yeah, just king b2. And your king is cut off. I mean, if you go g3, I will probably play king a2, g2, and then rook e2. And
Okay,
how
but I
do
will
you
not
make
go
progress?
g2. I will not play g2.
Oh,
I will
wait.
play rook f1. I mean, if you go rook g5, then I will go with my king towards your rook. And if you play king a2, then I will go rook f1 and rook g5, rook f3. So it's not that clean, but
And maybe it is winning after all.
I mean, who is to know? But yeah, it's definitely suffering. But
And probably it's winning. I don't know.
yeah, and in the next one we had this Jobava London. That was again a missed chance by you, but I think I had a great position of the opening, and then somewhere starting with Rook G1, I started blundering.
Yeah, it was completely winning. I'm ashamed that I even managed to lose this.
Yeah, A6 G4, like yeah, G5, and now starting with Rook G1, I should probably place just something way simpler. Okay, Bishop H7 probably doesn't work, but maybe just H4 or I don't know. Rook G1 was the start of the wrong plan. What does the engine say? I'm quite curious because I know that my position should be great, but somehow it's with this stupid knight on c3 everything is hard. Queen h5, g6, queen h6. Okay, you need time for that. You need to play a classical game to understand such things. And then probably rook g1, rook g3, rook h3. Yeah, very interesting stuff. Yeah, after knight c6 I should probably just take and play this position. And after I played h5, the queen c7 move was extremely strong. I didn't see it.
Yeah, then I think you should just be lost.
Definitely, like it's dead lost. Then I
I
don't
can't
know.
believe how I lost this position. I really cannot believe how I did that. It started with
Yeah,
your knight e2. This was already tricky. Now you start swindling again.
yeah. I mean, maybe you should have taken on g5 instead of rook f3. That felt like at least
What move is this?
pretty. But okay, here already you also had 5 seconds in the clock, so it was hard. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I think I missed a chance earlier on.
yeah, but earlier on it was also completely winning, and then later I was just in the driver's seat in the end game. But yeah, this was the, as you always say, title Tuesday wizardry. When there is 1 second
Yeah,
increment, then I swindle stuff. I don't play well, but I swindle.
I have no idea how you do this.
I
That
also,
is
I
not
also have,
normal.
I also have no idea. Yeah, that was. Then we had this reverse Stonewall dodge. No, not reverse, but sort of a Stonewall dodge. Where I was not sure, like, your setup was. I mean, it's not like you to play with long castles and for the attack.
Yeah, I was done by that point.
Yeah, CD, knight b5, because if you wanted to do that, you could have done it without long castles.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I played d4, I mean, when I played d4, I thought my position is extremely good. The engine gives slight advantage to white.
Yeah, I did not consider d4 at all, and I thought it's very unpleasant.
I mean, if I don't go d4, then you will go d4 and put the knight on
Yeah.
e5, and I definitely did not want to allow it.
Yeah, that was the plan. But when you played d4, I didn't like my position anymore.
Yeah, the engine does like white's position. Like ED, and now g3. G3 was probably asking for trouble, and now I said that I want bishop e6, rook c8, knight d5, knight c3, and if you don't do anything about it, you will lose. but yeah.
Yeah, I was not sure what to do here in this position. I only saw ideas for you with knight d5, knight c3,
Or bishop
a5,
e6,
a4.
a5. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so
knight
hard.
b4, queen a6 is also very unpleasant.
I know, yeah, that's what I was counting on this, like, that my chat can confirm. Okay. Yeah, g3, bishop e6, but after that it was like relatively straightforward, I think. At least that's what I felt in the game, because just the attack was crushing. And, okay, probably I had something more precise, but even what I played in the game was really enough.
Yeah, you completely outplayed me again.
Yeah, the exchange up was more than enough. Yeah, then we had this line, and I was in the live chat when you played a5. I was like, hey, that's my line. You cannot play it against me.
I need to find the game. 1 sec. Ah, yeah, now
The
I have
Catalan
it.
stuff.
Yeah, I like this actually for black. And you played this knight e4, I think, against Dubov, was it? Yeah, or was it?
No, it was Banush against me, and against Dubov I played Rook e1. I played something stupid.
Yeah, but
Against
knight e4, this is a nice move.
Yeah, it is. But
Yeah,
this knight
I
e5,
talked about this with Vladimir. We talked about knight e4. We played a training match, and he showed me this idea, knight e4. He also played rook e1 against me, and I played some rubbish.
yeah, I played rubbish against Dubov, and then Banush played against me this knight e4 f5, and it ended in a draw, but I was worse. And here I got the knight e5 idea after analyzing it, because knight e5 is probably stronger than everything else. And okay, bishop g4, bishop f4, I'm not sure about, but knight, it just doesn't allow this grinding, this knight e4 and f5, and it just like freezes my pieces.
Yeah, I think I should just have gone knight e6 on move 13, and black should not be worse here, I think.
Knight d6. Yeah, you're definitely not worse. You're definitely not worse. But again, it's a very complicated position. Probably I take c d d, like with the pawn on g5. It's hard. It's hard to evaluate. Yeah. Yeah. But when you played this queen e8, what? When you played
Yeah,
this queen
queen
e8,
e8 was stupid. I think if I want to move something to e8, then it should be the bishop and then bishop g6. But yeah, queen e8 was not right.
yeah, but because then when I managed to exchange everything and go e3, then your backward pawn on d6, on e6, and the bishop on d7 should just finish
Yeah,
the game.
yeah, that was over already.
And
And
when you
then I
played,
managed to blunder the bishop even.
yeah, but that was a pretty hopeless position anyway. Even if you go back or something,
Yeah, of course.
bishop h3 will come and so on. And the final game, it was this interesting Caro game. Where we played the most annoying d3 line. Uh, yeah, I went for bishop g4, and I was surprised when you played e5. I thought that's a huge strategical mistake.
Yeah, I don't know bishop b4. I don't think I ever saw this move.
Yeah, I mean, it felt logical. I just don't know how else to develop my pieces.
Yeah, I think I had a game with knight f6 once online, but knight f6 is very risky.
Yeah, maybe I
Because
shouldn't. Yeah,
yeah.
g4 always comes.
Yeah, g4, and then I take on d5 at some point with d4 and knight e5. I played it against, or in Bentablitz a few years ago on Chess 24, I played it. But yeah, bishop b4 is interesting. Yeah, I think g4, bishop d2 looks okay.
Yeah, and now I played this knight f6, which the engine spits on. Because of long castles? Interesting. Even though I have to say that I was expecting h4 here. because usually everyone would just follows with h4 when they play queen e2 and this is g4. Like h4, and then when I play h5, then to go g5, I go knight d7 or knight g4 and so on.
Yeah, it's probably a bit better for white, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Like I had some games here, even over the board. And the 95 sacrifice, I didn't like. I thought that's just a
Yeah,
tau
well,
sacrifice.
no, it was just desperation.
Yeah, rook d2, and yeah, there wasn't anything. Okay, I got into time trouble and I let you some. I didn't really give you chances, I think, but no, I actually did. That was yeah, it was
Yeah, at some
that
point I could have taken a pawn, I think.
on a5. Yeah,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
when it was this pure time scramble and yeah, I blundered. I started blundering everything. But okay, even if you take a5, I still had knight a6. I saw that. But yeah, without the pawn, it's even harder, of course. Yeah, and the bullet games are not too important to analyze.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I think we'll both go to have some rest now. And thanks again for for the match, and thanks to everyone who watched this match on both of our channels. We hope you enjoyed and learned something, and we'll try to have some good content in the future too.
Yeah, thanks for butchering me. Have a nice evening.
No worries, I'm always glad to help. Okay, uh, see you. Bye bye. Okay, that was it, chat, and it's time to say goodbye for today. I might come back tomorrow for the Bullet Brawl. That's what everyone wants to see. Me playing the Bullet Brawl on chess.com. But I can't confirm that. And yeah. Not sure if everyone is left, but I'm gonna definitely end the stream now. And yeah. See you some other time. Bye bye.